AITA for exposing my ex-boyfriend's fake British accent at his new job? I, 26F, just ended a 3-year relationship with Matt, 28M, and apparently I'm a vindictive psycho, according to his entire family. But I genuinely think what I did was justified. Here's the backstory. Matt and I met in college. He was a normal guy from New Jersey with a standard American accent. We dated, moved in together. Everything was fine. About 8 months ago, Matt started a new job at a fancy marketing firm in Manhattan. The kind of place where everyone wears expensive suits and drinks overpriced coffee. 2 weeks into his new job, Matt came home and casually dropped a few words in a British accent. I laughed and asked what he was doing. He got defensive and said his natural accent was coming back out because he was around more sophisticated professionals. I was confused because Matt has never been to Britain. He was born in Newark. His parents are from New Jersey. His grandparents are from New Jersey. We're talking generations of pure American accents. But Matt insisted that he'd suppressed his natural accent for years to fit in, and that his new work environment was letting him be authentic. Over the next few months, the accent got thicker. We're talking full Madonna in 2005 British affectation. He started saying bloody, brilliant, and cheers. He asked for serviettes instead of napkins. He complained about queuing at the grocery store. I asked his mom about it. She looked at me like I was insane and confirmed that Matt has never had an accent and their family has zero British heritage. His dad is Italian-American and his mom is Irish-American, but like generations removed. When I confronted Matt, he got angry and said I was trying to shame him for his identity and that his coworkers respected him more now. He said his boss even commented that he seemed worldly. Then I met his coworkers at a company event. These people 100% believed Matt was British. He told them he grew up between London and New York and went to boarding school in Surrey. His boss kept asking him about British politics, and Matt was clearly Googling responses in real time. I was mortified watching him lie, but every time I tried to bring it up, Matt said I was jealous of his success and threatened by his professional growth. The final straw came 3 weeks ago. Matt proposed to me in the fake accent. He got down on one knee at a restaurant and said, "Darling, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?" His American parents were there. They looked horrified but stayed quiet. I said no. I told him I couldn't marry someone who was living a complete lie. Matt caused a scene, claiming I was rejecting his authentic self. We broke up. He moved out. I thought it was over. Then last week, I got a LinkedIn message from one of Matt's coworkers asking about Matt's time in London for a company bio they were writing. Apparently, Matt is up for a promotion and they're doing a feature on him. I snapped. I responded with the truth. Matt is from New Jersey, has never lived in Britain, has no British heritage, and the accent is 100% fake. I even sent photos of him from college with timestamps showing him very clearly American. The coworker was shocked and apparently told other people. Word got back to Matt's boss. Matt was called into a meeting where they confronted him about the lies. Matt wasn't fired, but he's now a laughingstock at his company. People are calling him the imposter and fake British Matt. He lost the promotion opportunity. His professional reputation is destroyed. Matt's family is furious with me. His mother called me crying, saying I ruined her son's career out of spite, and that even if he was exaggerating, I should have stayed quiet. His sister texted me that I'm a bitter ex-girlfriend who couldn't let him be happy. Matt sent me a long email in the fake accent, written out phonetically. It was insane, saying I'm cruel and vindictive and that he's devastated I'd sabotage his livelihood over a breakup. But here's my perspective. He lied to his employer. He built his professional reputation on a fake identity. He was literally catfishing his entire company. Was I supposed to let them write a fake bio and promote him based on lies? What happens when clients want to discuss British markets and he has no idea what he's talking about? My friends are split. Half say he deserved to be exposed for lying, the other half say I should have just let it go and that everyone embellishes for work. Am I the AITA for telling Matt's coworkers the truth about his fake accent and background?
Oh my, it looks like he's going a little bit overboard with that accent bit. I mean, I can understand trying to make yourself look good at work, and an accent can make you look a bit exotic and more interesting. But this is going too far. Personally, I think a fake British accent is more the kind of trick that I see someone using to try to seduce a girl than to try to gain more status at work. I mean, the Brits are not better at their jobs than Americans. Otherwise, everybody would fake a British accent during jobs interviews. More seriously, though, it looks like what started as a bit of a funny embellishment started leaking in his personal life, though. Was rejecting his engagement going a bit too far also for OP? Yes, maybe, but I can understand that she is turned off by this. I mean, it's like the guy is living his fake persona, and the last thing you want to marry is someone fake. Now, as far as ruining his career by revealing to his work that the accent is fake, I think that is also an exaggeration. I mean, it's an accent, not something that should be ground for all disciplinary actions. Yes, it makes him look ridiculous, but then it's him who started with a ridiculous accent. You reap what you sow. If you don't want to be laughed at, don't start doing ridiculous stuff. Before we go to the update, I want to remind you of the principle of my videos. Some of the stories we tell you here will either be real stories from Reddit, or they will be fakes created by artificial intelligence. The aim of the game is for you to guess if the story is real or if it was fake. At the end of the video, I will reveal the truth, so you can see if you were correct or not. Now, without further ado, let's look at the next update.
Update 1. Matt's company found his social media and it got so much worse. Holy hell, this exploded! Thanks for the judgments, the NTA votes made me feel way less crazy. So after my original post, Matt's company apparently did a deep dive into his background. I guess once you catch someone in one lie, you check for others. They found his Facebook, Instagram, and old Twitter account. Every single social media post before 8 months ago shows Matt as a regular American guy. There are videos of him talking in his normal New Jersey accent, photos from his very American graduation, check-ins at Six Flags, New Jersey, not Surrey boarding schools. But here's the absolutely unhinged part. About 6 months ago, Matt started photoshopping himself into British landmarks. We're talking badly edited photos where he's clearly copy-pasted into images of Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and random tea shops. The lighting doesn't match. In one photo, he's wearing summer clothes in what's supposed to be winter and London. His company found all of these. They also found posts where he tagged himself in London locations, while his credit card statements, they checked for an expense report discrepancy, showed he was in New Jersey. HR got involved because apparently Matt claimed a business trip to London on an expense report last year, before he even worked there, as part of his interview portfolio showing international experience. Matt is now actually under investigation for fraud. His parents hired a lawyer. They're claiming Matt has identity issues and needs psychiatric help, not punishment. His mom is still blaming me for triggering whatever breakdown he's having. Matt has doubled down on the accent and is now claiming he has ancestral memories of Britain from a past life. I'm not joking. He posted this on Facebook. The guy I dated for 3 years has completely lost the plot.
Now, this is becoming a lot more serious as actual fraud is involved, and Matt definitely risks losing his job. Also, looks like he's overly committed to the British accent bit. I mean, the guy is digging himself so deep into trouble that it becomes funny. Unless it happens to your boyfriend, of course. Who does all that stuff for a fake accent? At this point, I think OP dodged a bullet by refusing his proposal because it looks like he's got serious identity issues over this accent. And that's unfortunately a big red flag. The guy should probably go see a therapist at this point. It looks like there's one more update. Let's see how the story unfolds.
Update 2. Matt's on the news and I want to disappear. I cannot believe I'm typing this. A local news station picked up the story. Someone from Matt's company leaked it to a journalist friend, and now there's a news segment titled The Great British Fakeout, Local Man's Accent Deception Exposed. They interviewed Matt. He showed up to the interview in a full British outfit, like he was wearing a waistcoat and tweed jacket. He maintained the accent throughout the entire interview and insisted his cultural identity was being persecuted. The journalist asked him point blank, "You were born in Newark?" Matt responded, "My body may have been born in Newark, but my soul is British." It's gone viral. TikTok has made him into a meme. There are compilation videos of his American college footage next to his new British persona. Someone made a Madonna to Matt pipeline joke video that has 2 million views. Matt's LinkedIn has been flooded with fake endorsements for accent coaching and creative fiction writing. His company finally let him go, not for the accent, but because the expense report fraud was confirmed. He'd claimed $3,000 in London business expenses that never happened. Matt's family has now turned on him. His dad gave a statement to the news saying, "We don't know what happened to our son, but this isn't who we raised." His mother is apparently in therapy. The craziest part, Matt has committed to this identity. He legally changed his name to Matthew Kensington and is apparently trying to move to actual Britain. His visa application was denied, and he posted a rant about being denied entry to his homeland. I've gone completely silent on social media. People keep tagging me as the ex-girlfriend who exposed him, and I've received interview requests from 3 podcasts and a documentary filmmaker. I just wanted to stop my ex from lying to his coworkers. I didn't mean to create an international viral sensation. Matt sent me one final email, still in the accident, saying this is all my fault and that he'll never forgive me for destroying his dreams. I need therapy and possibly a new identity of my own.
Okay, this is taking the accent bit so far beyond what's reasonable that it actually becomes surreal. I mean, I guess that social media and local media are making a big thing of it because it's so ridiculous, but it's pretty obvious that the guy has some kind of mental issue. I mean, my soul is British. Who says this? Now, I can understand liking a country and wanting to move to it, but here, no. This is way too far. I hope that OP can finally get some distance from the guy and can move on with her life. While we're on the subject of media, let me take 30 seconds to plug the new edition of my book, Fangs, Fame, and Fine Art: How to Survive Reality TV When You Are a Vampire, by Eric Van Haes. This is about a vampire who gets caught on camera while feeding by a down-on-his-luck TV producer, and he has to agree to star in the next production. His plan to get out of the situation without being outed is simple: be so ridiculous that nobody believes vampires really exist. This is a very funny book, even funnier than the story we just heard. You can find it everywhere that ebooks are sold, like Amazon, Kobo, and Barnes & Noble. If you want a good laugh, please pick up a copy. It helps the channel. Okay, it is now time for the big reveal. Was this story real? And this story was actually completely fake. It was made by AI. I hope you guessed that right, as it was really, really far-fetched this time. It was even difficult for me to keep serious during the reaction segments. If you'd like more stories from Reddit, or maybe not from Reddit, please subscribe to the channel. I have a lot more like this coming. Goodbye, and see you next week.